Searching podcasts for Dave, and one more time.
Well, Easter has come and gone, and a good portion of America will be in a state of pre-diabetes for the next week. Remember, if you try to make an omelet with Cadbury eggs, use clean-burning propane with a very low fire. And don't forget to garnish it with bacon-wrapped peeps. It's almost worth the keto acidosis. Just drink a lot of water. You'll be fine. And speaking of a sweetness overload, this is Dave and Juan.
And 3.
Number 2,
That's going to be followed by 1.
which is followed by woohoo.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Looking you right in the eye, America. Hey, you are
You're welcome.
welcome. Welcome. We made it back. Made it back.
As though there were any doubt.
Well, no doubt. No doubt at all. Hi, America. How are you? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
And this is Dave and Juan.
More time. See, but I'm not supposed to say more time.
I thought you were supposed to say more time.
No,
Yeah.
man, get it right. Get it right. You say this is Dave and Juan more time, and I go woohoo, right? I don't know.
No, not at all.
Nah, well,
Not. Well,
I am supposed to say more time.
I would accuse you of hitting the altar wine, but I know that's not your denomination. So
That's right.
that's my world. We are doing this on the day before Easter.
All right. Holy Saturday, if you're so
holy-
inclined.
So inclined, Holy Saturday. I have been I want to say I've been to enough masses because it's only been 2 this week, that's double what a normal week would have, leading into another one tomorrow. But so I won't say I've been to enough masses, but I have been sitting in a church enough hours this week that I think most of you out there in podcast land are getting a side blessing on this. I mean, I can only assume that you kind of pick up what you hang around, and those of you hanging around with us,
Well, you're blessed.
bro, we churched up. We are churched.
Yeah, myself. See, we do once a month. We call it small groups, which is like a Bible study group, a couples group. So we did that Thursday night. And they always do dinner, and I thought they were having weenie spaghetti because I got there and they had spaghetti, and I saw something floating in there, but it was sausage, which was a little.
I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying
They
that
had like sausage, chicken, all kind of stuff.
Oh
in
no,
it.
you see, man, I do not like chicken in a spaghetti.
Yeah, it was unique. So
There are some that swear by it. And we may even get some responses from people saying, "Hey, don't hate on the chicken spaghetti. It's just something about I didn't grow up with that. It doesn't.
Yeah, but I've only seen chicken spaghetti with a brown gravy. This had a red gravy.
Oh, that sounds so gross. Oh, stop, stop, man. Just like enough with that. As I hang on a sec here. As I just said, I just realized we start rambling, and I gotta make sure to give us an out.
Hey. So we're talking about church. I've attended 2 Easter services today,
Okay.
which I worked for, or volunteered for as a cameraman. And we will go to service again as a family tomorrow. And as I said, I will deliver the sermon since I've already heard it a couple of times.
Yeah. You now, that's a commitment, man. I would normally think, at least in my world, and if I'm filming it, I'm there, man. I mean, like,
I thought I had done it, but my wife apparently told me otherwise.
you telling me that the camera blocks the blessings? I mean, like, you just
Well,
like when your guy is throwing out the blessings and it just that camera's deflecting them, you have to be sitting in the, well, you don't have pews, but sitting in your
in your chair, in your seat,
in your inner tubes or whatever.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yeah, we sit in inner tubes. So
I want to see if I can slip that by. Every time I go back and watch the podcast, there's always 4 or 5 things you say that I don't catch. And then later on, like, oh,
not as dumb as I thought.
I didn't hit. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
Well, here I'll tell you something that will change that opinion of my attendance at church today. So I was thinking of your son, because your youngest son at Nichols does live camera.
He
He's a
does.
live camera operator for sports, uh, which is something that, when you're doing live, you really got to pay attention. Um, well, we go to rehearsal and stuff, so we have tech rehearsal before. So church didn't start till 2, but I had to be there for a little after 12. Well, LSU women's basketball game started at 12. And I don't watch a lot of basketball, but I like to watch them at this time of year anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had time until 2 to watch it. Well, good thing about YouTube TV, I can get it on my phone. Well, then I realized there was a little perch on the bottom of the camera where I could put my phone. And so I decided that I can leave it there while church starts and kind of pay attention to the game and kind of pay attention to, the fact that I'm running camera at a live church
Okay.
performance. Well, the first part of our service is all music, and we've got 5 or 6 different camera operators. So I'm not on a lot.
You got
man. I mean,
5 or 6 camera operators at church.
Yeah, it's a big production, man.
As Jesus wanted.
That's right. That's right. But then when the music's over and they start, the individual people talking in the sermon, it's just me. And so I'm locked in, and it's on the big screens in church, and it also goes out live, on a variety of platforms. I look down for a half a second. I'm gonna send you a video of this so the people who are watching this can see. I look down for a half a second, and all of a sudden, the girl who was up there, giving messages and stuff, walks to the left, and I hear in my headphone, "Camera 2, where are you? Where'd you go?" So now I've got to zoom out to find her.
That's
She's
the
so
worst.
far out. Yeah, and then I pop back in. But yeah, so right there for everybody to see.
That's when you come back. I'm watching the game. Well, so
Yeah.
Juan, I guess let me rephrase that. I was thinking before that your duty on camera should count for church, but apparently not. Apparently,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe I need to go back a couple more times. But they won.
Bias. Well, that's guy. Look, man, if you're volunteering, I'm still trying to get my head around how many camera operators.
It depends. I think there were 6 today.
Dude, I don't think Garth Brooks uses but 4. I mean, what the heck are y'all
handheld?
What? Seriously?
Yeah, I swear it's a big production.
Hey,
I'll watch it sometimes.
I guess I might. And any of you that do tune in to see what Juan's talking about is also going to see my
That's a Weeblo shirt?
My Galliana Junior High shirt, man.
All right. Oh, yeah. What was your mascot?
Well, okay. Well, dude, we've covered this.
I don't know.
Many times.
I don't remember. I thought that was like a Weeblo shirt or something.
Galliano Junior High Wild Cats.
Is that the shirt you wore in high school?
No, my sister gave me this. I got one of my sisters is big on getting shirts made and sending stuff around, and then she does. She always gets cool shirts from her. So it's a little bit big for me. It's like a sleep shirt. I just realized I found it the other day. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know. So, you ever do that? Like, I don't even know why. Like, I have clothes or things stuck in places where they don't belong. I mean, my wife.
Sometimes it's like, if the hanger gets twisted and it's falling off the back or something.
Yeah, or I'll pull that one all the times. And honey, I think this does happen sometimes where our jeans are in the. My wife and I's blue jeans are not that similar, but they're kind of similar, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm. She got me wearing some fancy jeans now, though. I'm wearing what is it? LL Bean, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even know what I wear.
Yeah, I don't. Only because they make the odd sizes. Like, LL Bean, you can get
like truly odd, like odd numbers.
Odd numbers, yeah. I mean, you can't get that. Like, I am a legit. So here's personal information. So I'm a legit, usually 35. I can do a 35. I'm getting a 34, but I'm not gonna have a great day. Depending on
can't tuck your shirt in, or
you know what I'm saying. I can wear 34, but it gets, yeah. And then the 36 is like sagging. I look like I'm, trying to be hip with my pants hanging, my underwear sticking out. So, and apparently one of the few, you know, of course, what you got to do, I used to be like, well, I need to buy some 36s, like some cheap jeans that they're going to shrink and then shrink them down. And somebody says, what's your size? Well, I don't know. Not really. I can't really tell you my size. I can tell you
Yeah,
my size
well,
shrunk.
I'm not in a 34. I've lost some weight though, and it's so you sit there and it's I'm trying to lose some more, but I don't want to go buy jeans because I'm saying if I buy jeans and I keep losing weight, then I'm just wasting money on those. So I wear jeans that are pretty much about to fall off. Um, but a couple of I think last weekend or the weekend before, I went digging in the closet, like you, and discovered some things way back there
Yeah.
that were some smaller jeans that like, all right, well, it's kind of like new jeans.
Never throw that stuff away. No, some
Right.
people claim like, oh, when I lose weight, I want to get rid of all my fat clothes. Well, first of all, you
No,
didn't
dude, I
call
have no confidence.
no. First of all, you didn't call them fat clothes when you were wearing them, so don't call them
Right,
fat
right.
clothes now. That used to just be called clothes. Now
Yep.
it's yeah, and that's kind of. I did that once. I lost a bunch of weight. It must have been about 10 years ago. And back then, I used to wear suits a lot. Now, not really. I'll wear. Yeah, I probably wear a suit this week. I got to speak at something this week, but I don't wear suits like I used to. But I had at the time I was, and I lost a lot of weight, and I just spent some decent money on,
Yeah.
decent suits, right? For me anyway. I know they got people that wear expensive. I'd spent what I consider a lot of money
Yeah.
on suits. So I wouldn't get them altered, which is that annoyed me too. Like just going and then bringing it in. And I put back on about 10 pounds over the next, I don't know. It wasn't immediate, but I put back 10,
Right. Over time.
I mean, because you don't want to do that either. Like I'd gotten down to, man, I think I was in my 170s or something. And I just thinking, this must be the new me. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was the new me for like a few months, long enough to pay more money to get the stuff altered. And then so now I got some really nice suits that I should go try them on, see if I can get them on now.
But
They
then
go,
once you alter, you're done. I mean, you can go bigger. You can't make it bigger, can you?
I don't know.
And they charge you
I'd be
some
too
jack
embarrassed
for
to.
that.
I'd be too
Yeah.
embarrassed to walk into any altering place and say, "Hey, look what happened. I was fat, and then I wasn't fat, and I got cocky. I was a fun chalk. I was a fun chalk. I went in there and made them shrink my clothes, and now I want you to unshrink them for me." Uh, but I got some in the back of the closet in that no man's land.
Hmm.
I'm not going to show you a picture of my closet because my wife would go crazy because she gets on me about how chaotic my closet can get, because I've got way more clothes in there probably than I should. And I only wear 10 things, tops. I mean, in the summer, I've got like a very small, these are my go-to shirts. Everything else is, look, man, I'm on a worldwide podcast wearing a Galliana Junior High t-shirt, dude.
I'm liking it, man. See,
But
now I have enough logoed polo shirts, like logoed with the work, my company logo.
there you go.
Oh yeah, I just wear. Yeah, that's all I wear. Whatever.
Sounds good to me. But so as people are hearing this, it is the day after.
Day after Easter.
So hopefully none of you have the Easter diarrheas yet. Um, shout out to Nacho Libre. Don't you know I've had the diarrhea since Easter's? Um, so some of you are, and I don't know. We don't do this anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'll bet you anything. I'll bet you anything that the Easter bunny is going to pass by my house tonight. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it's coming to mind.
My wife keeps the Easter bunny in business, now, but she enjoys doing that. I'm not,
I think my daughter opted for something other than
okay. Well,
that. Yeah, where the investment's there. But
somewhere along the way, the Easter bunny started bringing me sugar-free chocolates. When Dave started fighting that pre-diabetic, but that's been like forever now. The pre-diabetes. I don't want to be full. I don't want to be I don't want to have the full the full
you know, all
diabetes.
the full on beats.
I don't want no full on beets, but I got that. So I've always had the sugar free stuff, which I guess on the upside. But that stuff's not low calorie. That's the
No.
thing that always throws me off. It's sugar free, but it's still, it's not low calorie. And depending on what kind you have, you got to read the label on that stuff because a lot of that stuff ends in the alls, sorbitol, maltitol,
Sugar substitutes.
whatever it is. Some of that stuff, bro, you go to bed, don't expect a peaceful night's sleep. That's all I'm saying. You may enjoy that sugar-free stuff when you're taking it in, thinking I'm being healthy. Not gonna feel that way later on. But so most people will be watching this. It'll be Monday evening into
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Yeah, I probably still got some leftover
You
candy.
probably will have eaten all the stuff you really like
Right.
first. I was thinking about that. I was jotting stuff down a while ago, thinking like, all the Easter candies we had growing up. And yeah, looking back, I probably didn't like as many as I liked.
Yeah, I'm not. I like some of the nasty stuff that I don't even know if this is Easter candy. The circus peanuts. I like that.
Oh, well, no, dude, stop. Okay, so anything that comes out of your mouth now, I'll believe it. If you like those circus peanuts, I mean, that's a science project going wrong, man.
You remember it was they're probably about 2 inches long. It was eggs that were colored, but it was like a wax coating color. And the inside was white and gooey. And I like those.
Okay, that is, dude, I wrote that down. I called it those colored hard shell marshmallow things.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Dude, freaking gross. So I
That's what I'm
have no,
saying. I don't know that I would eat it now. I'd eat a
dude,
marsh.
I
I'd
got
eat
no
a
doubt,
circus peanut now.
man, I got no doubt those candy companies, and you had, I don't know who the big ones, Elmer's, I think was one of the big ones. And
Elmer's is big for Halloween candy because they've
okay,
got
but
the
Easter, I don't whatever.
heavenly hash and the gold brick eggs
Okay,
and stuff.
but I got no doubt that they were in the factories with like leftover crap from other things that probably were not meant to be consumed, and they said, you think we can run this goop through that machine?
It's like a candy jambalaya. Whatever I got laying around the house, throw it in some rice.
That machine that we use in the other factory to make those styrofoam peanuts for shipping. You think if we ran this like sugary goo through there, some couillons is going to eat that? Let's find out. There you go. Seminole household was lit up on Easter morning with those things.
We were, man. We were.
I was not a big fan of heavenly hash.
I don't think no. I've never liked heavenly hash. I was not the gold brick kind of person.
Gold bricks myself, man. Who made gold bricks? Was that Elmer?
Yeah, it was Elmer.
There was something about both the texture. It was like gold bricks to me were almost slick, not slick. I don't even know how to describe it, but no, I didn't like, and just enough nuts in that thing to make you go, what? Don't, like they put grit in there to me, and the chocolate was off. There was just something about the gold brick chocolate. It just was not. I wasn't a fan of gold bricks. I wasn't a fan of heavenly hash. Now, don't get me wrong. Come Wednesday, Thursday, that's what's left in your basket.
Yeah, you got to go for something because you eat candy for 2 or 3 days, then you're hooked.
I don't eat, but dude, I swear to you, I don't think if I would probably eat the plastic grass in the basket before I would eat one of those. What do you call those eggs? Those circus whatever peanuts.
Oh, the circus peanuts.
Oh my gosh, no,
those were good, man. Those were good. What about the Peeps? Did you eat Peeps?
Oh, dude, we didn't get Peeps that much.
I don't think we did either. They come in packs of 14.
I like me a Peep right now. Yes, I would eat a Peep. I
don't eat Peeps.
That is just eat. That's diabetes right there. That's diabetes. That's they should call them Dia-Peeps. All right, because that's all that is. But man, yeah, I like me a Peep. The thing was probably the thing last left in my basket would have been jelly beans.
Yeah, I'm okay with jelly beans. Now though they've got the Starburst jelly beans, which I'll sit and eat a whole bag of those.
I know. I think you've shared that before. I'm not I'm not a big fan of. Now saying that, the old fashioned orange jelly beans, whatever. I like the orange. I kind of like the black ones too, but that was like that was a curveball. If you were going to eat like a bunch, I wouldn't say a handful of jelly beans because that's just gross. But if you were going to pop a few in your mouth, you can never pop a black one in there with anything because that black one
It would kill everything.
just overpowered everything. That was like we doing something the other day with on Good Friday. My wife made some potato soup. She had we're on this Hello Fresh stuff now. Have you ever used Hello Fresh?
Mm-mm.
They ship food to your house. It comes
All
in
right.
well, they ship the ingredients and the recipes, and
Oh, okay.
she enjoys doing. I mean, I think she enjoys doing that, and it's sometimes it's hit or miss, but kind of also makes you realize how. No, no. When I say lazy, we've become. I don't mean that to. We're not that lazy, but if you had the recipe, most people just go to the store. Just go to the store
Yeah.
and buy whatever. But no, they ship it to you. It's iced in ice, iced down, uh, small portions at expensive prices, so you can cook this up. So anyway, she made potato soup. It was good. They came out of there, but just held back the bacon. There was bacon to add. And she said that I just had to leave the bacon out. I'm like, that's an improvement. I don't like bacon and everything. I mean, I like
I like
bacon,
it. Yeah.
right? You mean
My wife is making bacon now, or doing, starting to bake. So I'm not cooking it all the way because we're grilling tomorrow for Easter, so we're gonna throw some bacon wrapped shrimp on the grill.
you're making me jealous on that. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but I think we're going to do brunch, man. I think we're going to do a brunch at a restaurant. That ought to be a story. I'll take some pictures. That's we're going to do that with our in-laws, with my wife's sister and stuff. And I love spending time with them, but
Mhm.
um, yeah, I'm much more comfortable doing grilling here, grilling there, but the various things going on. So we're just gonna go out to Easter brunch.
And we normally do crawfish, but it's a bit unreal this year.
Oh, you do it on Easter? I know a lot of people do it on Good Friday, which
Yeah, I've always thought that's the most sacrilegious thing in the world because it's like, I can't eat that bologna sandwich because it's Good Friday. So we'll have a crawfish boil.
this year, I tell you what, though, this year it is, everybody I talked to, we didn't do crawfish here, but I saw some pictures. My son, the one that is at Nichols and
Hmm.
Thibodeau, did with family. It was nice to see them out there on a beautiful day having crawfish and coloring Easter eggs.
Nice,
I
nice.
know. It's funny to watch your college son and his college cousins and, you know, coloring Easter eggs. And I
Well,
think it,
they did that. I guess I don't know if they colored them today. See, the reason that they had 2 hours between the services, I realize, is because they do like an Easter extravaganza for the kids in between services. So they had like a petting zoo with chickens. I've never seen chickens that had so many feathers, like feathers on their feet and stuff. Some weird
oh,
kind of
yeah, yeah,
chicken.
yeah, yeah. Mutant
Uh,
chickens.
yeah, and last year they had a unicorn, which was basically a horse with some kind of corn or horns glued onto its head, but it wasn't there this
Did
year.
they really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Kids
Just
believe it's a unicorn.
just as Jesus wanted.
But
And you will
they also
celebrate.
they also had some donkeys, which made me think, I don't know, man, that's kind of small, huh? What size of a man was Jesus to be able to ride in on this donkey?
We got to admit that Easter is the most combined type holiday. Like Christmas. Well, I guess Christmas. You got Santa Claus, and how does that fit in? And what's the meaning of
Well,
the
it was
season?
Jesus's birthday, so you get the gifts.
You know, Whatever. And the bunny. I guess I
Yeah,
read somewhere. How that came in. We're gonna
no,
sell.
no idea.
We're gonna celebrate the resurrection by there's a rabbit that's gonna leave eggs.
But my daughter's making some good money tonight by going toss some eggs out into people's yards.
Oh, that is the I mean, that is first world right there. That is the epitome of I'd almost call you privileged on that one, Juan. That's check your privilege, dude. Getting paid to hide the eggs.
Well, it's not my privilege. It's the people's privilege who's paying.
Nice. So help me out here. So she hides them after dark
Yeah,
for the kids to go Easter egg hunting in the morning.
in the morning.
Uh, by the way, kids, if you are any kids watching this, the Easter Bunny is real. Juan's daughter is just helping.
Just supplementing.
She's supplementing the real. And listen, when I was growing up, this is one that my mom pulled on us. My mom and dad pulled on us. Mostly my mom, I guess. But so me and my sisters, yeah, you didn't want to take a nap in the middle of the day, but we used to, if we took a nap, the Easter Bunny would leave little chocolate eggs for us. I'm talking all during Lent. I'm talking. So, and it never dawned on me. I know what Easter Bunny comes once a year. No, he don't.
Not
Easter
at your
Bunny's
house.
Easter Bunny's at my house every freaking day. Leaving a few little. Those are actually my favorite. We're talking about candies we like and don't like. I guess I like the peanut butter eggs. Those are one of my favorites. I liked and probably my favorite. When I like the bunnies, I like the chocolate rabbits. Okay, but the little chocolate eggs, the little foil wrapped chocolate eggs, probably still my favorite. I mean, I'm eat pop.
Yeah, it's small enough. You just put. Yeah, it's just an alternative to the Hershey's Kiss.
I peel a few of them. I
don't think they have. I don't think they had Hershey's Kisses with almonds back in our day, but I like those now.
Okay, so if anybody wants to send one Easter's that had a time where I got on a kick. I don't even know why I thought of it, and I tried vanilla rabbits. Have you ever had a vanilla?
Nah.
Hey man, have you ever tried one?
No, of course not.
Well, then why you saying that?
I don't know. I'm not a big trier.
I went for a while where I was a guy when I was like, I don't know, I might have been junior high, high school. I was sort of vanilla. It was either I don't know if it was my mom or my Aunt Mary or my grandma. Somebody would get me. I like vanilla rabbits.
What part of the rabbit would you eat first?
I don't think I ever gave it any thought. I'm pretty sure
I'd eat the eye.
Oh, the eye. Okay, now that you say so, just to get it out the way.
Yeah, it's a good little bit of candy sugar.
That was the worst part. Yeah, you just kind of just get that out the way.
Break it off.
You ever freeze your Easter bunnies?
I have not.
Didn't do much, but we used to freeze Easter bunnies. But there you go.
Was that to stop them to go bad, or just to have a different take on the Easter?
Just I don't know. Just not a good idea actually. Well, I guess with the hollow ones it's fine because it's little, but it doesn't really. Looking back now, it wasn't worth the trouble because it would defrost in about 20 seconds.
Yeah,
and you'd end up be like condensation on it and wet chocolate. So looking back now, that was a pretty stupid thing to do, but we did that. But
shifting gears off of Easter, and you got your Galliano, representing the Bayou community. This week in news, I know it's a shock to many, but Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her jailhouse husband have separated. But my favorite part of the article was she said, "I'm moving back down to bayou."
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Bet she don't.
I think that was in People magazine. Yeah, I'm moving back, or some entertainment publication quoted her, "down to bayou."
Here's what I was encouraged by. This was even when she came out, and it was at the peak of. Right, she was doing the national whatever,
and
I was on
celebrity.
I was on a Zoom call with some folks from a few other states, and none of them had heard of her, and that actually made me feel good. It made me feel good because I made a joke about, I used to kid that I'm from Cutoff, Louisiana, and the only people anybody ever heard of from Cutoff would have been like Bobby Hebert, right? And sports people knew who Bobby Hebert was, but
Right.
I said, but now everybody knows this Gypsy whatever, and they were like, never heard of it. I'm like, oh, okay, good. Then I'm not gonna
good on you.
I'm not gonna talk about it anymore because I'd prefer that would not be the association, but I bet she don't move back down.
I think she was living in Lake Charles with the dude.
So you mean there's a what's her name again? Gypsy
Rose Blanchard.
I don't know why I was going to say Gypsy Lee. Gypsy Rose. Okay. So you mean there's a chance, Juan, that if I head down the bayou in the next whatever, and I'm in the Walmart, I might run
You
into
might bump into Gypsy Rose.
man.
You're gonna think the crowd's gathering for you, but it's there for her.
No, it will not be gathering for me. I got, I got my head down. I got my head down when I'm like, it's sort of, it's pretty much all the people that I know or kind of want to run into, I kind of keep in contact with. And then you never know. You never know who's still holding a grudge, Juan. You never. I might have said something in the radio on the radio like in 1992 that somebody's been just smoldering on, or just put that in the back of their head, and they're gonna see me, buying paper towels at the Walmart in Galleon and decide,
Now's my chance.
and give that guy a piece of my mind. But just always remember, y'all, if you see me at the Walmart in Galleana, I got my little friend with me. I'm just saying. Just saying.
And we got some new laws here that you don't have to have a permit.
Oh, you guys can do that now? It's concealed
Open carry. So
wait, open carry or concealed carry?
yeah, I don't think you have to have a permit for concealed, but I think you may be able to open.
Okay,
Maybe not. What's open carry?
Open carry means you can carry like a holster. You can
Oh yeah, I've seen people doing that. Yeah.
Okay, you don't need a license for that?
I guess you need a license for that, but you don't need a license for concealed carry.
Okay. That's good. I think we do. I don't even know. I mean, I got it, so I don't really worry about it. But it's like somebody told me, I don't really look. If I'm in a place where I feel like I need to be armed, I ain't worried about. Of course,
the license isn't your problem.
Where the guys are gonna check. You know how that works, right? I mean, but just saying. Don't start none. Don't start none. Won't be none.
Won't be none.
Won't be none. Just stop that. Just don't do crime.
Don't do that.
We need more of that. We're not seeing that. We're talking. We got all these. This invasion we have going on, and we got criminals everywhere. I heard some scary stuff the other day. I hear a lot of scary stuff. I pay too much attention to everything. And those of you out there who don't, congratulations. I really do. There's just some weeks I'm just like, I kind of envy people who aren't paying attention to anything. I mean, they may notice that the price of everything is going up, and they notice that stuff, but they're not really, into the weeds about all the things that are going on. But what was it? Oh, you see, I got so into telling you all the people that are being clueless. Hang on, what was I about to complain about?
Well, here, I'll fill in while you think of it. I sent you and Rick this thing this week where somebody on an Instagram page in Baton Rouge that I follow for some dumb reason, because the name of the page is Ghetto Waze, WAZE, like the app.
Okay. Ghetto Waze.
And a guy on there was encouraging people for Easter to go and bail out or bond out people that they knew in jail for the Easter weekend, so you could celebrate as a family.
But I gotta say something. Bonding together and literally bonding people out of prison, to setting them free, that's a little more the Easter tradition than a unicorn.
And then and hearing the Easter story, I thought, well, it's give us Barabbas.
Man, we are. That's a one. Thoughts and opinion expressed. Any religious thoughts and opinion expressed today? That's Juan's and. Yeah.
I don't know how successful it was, but
well, they got him. They asked for Barabbas. They got him.
Right. I'm talking about this, bailing out your family.
Well, I don't know, but like I said before, that's actually more in the biblical theme than a unicorn petting zoo. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Nowhere did it say,
bring me the little children and let them.
Jesus got mad. He overturned the tables. And he said, set that unicorn free. Don't do that. Don't be sticking a fake horn on a poor little horse. Stop that. No, what I was going to be, that I heard, and I forget, the guy was given the list of these countries who their prison populations are lower than they've been in years and years and years.
Well,
they're emptying them.
Yeah.
And they're coming here.
Where they're sending them. Yeah, exactly.
And they come in here. And it's just like, it's one thing. we always knew it was a lie. This lie about, oh, it's, it's just like the Statue of Liberty. Give us you're hungry and
Yeah.
you're poor and you're scared and you're dirty and you're diseased and you're a psychopath and whatever, whatever is on that. Okay, I got to be honest. I don't remember everything that's on that sign, but I'm pretty sure. And oh, by the way, the sign on the Statue of Liberty, that's not law. That's not in the Constitution.
Right.
It's not.
Somebody from
But
France made that.
yeah, exactly. No, but nowhere on there does it say
You're prisoners.
empty your prisons.
Yeah.
Send us your most violent. Send us and the mental hospitals. They're so.
Yeah, it's great. And I saw, I think it was this week, that the president of Mexico said, "Nah, you're not sending them back here, not unless you do some stuff for us."
Ain't that wonderful?
Yeah.
You know what we need to do? Just figuring this out here, Juan. We need to empty our prisons and make part of here's the payment for getting out of prison. Y'all go shut the border down.
Dude, it'd be done quick.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Most Americans will say, fair deal.
Right.
Fair
you
deal.
keep them out, you stay out.
At least we got American criminals in our prisons. That's an American-born criminal. Okay, y'all go take care of this.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Pay. When I'm elected, Juan.
Yeah, forget the barbed wire. It's probably cheaper.
It's almost like the old Angola rodeo. They always said
Still
that
have
was
the Angola rodeo.
okay. They always said that was the best rodeo to go to because these guys didn't give a flip.
They didn't care. Didn't care. They do the best part of it. I don't know. I forgot what they call it, but these guys, two things. They put like a card on the bull's horn, and you try to take it off. And the other thing is like a game of chicken with a bull, where 5 guys will sit down around a little table and pretend to be playing cards. And they stay there until whoever's sitting down last wins. Because I don't know what makes the bull go there and tag them all.
That's some sadistic prison guard that came up with that.
I think they get a carton of cigarettes or something if they win.
Apparently, cartons of cigarettes, isn't that like currency, right? That's
Yeah.
I mean, I'm falling on all my prison knowledge here. I don't, well, yeah. So there you go. It's similar principle. These guys have they go all out at the rodeo. Just tell them, hey, we can let you out, and every,
Right, for every 100 people you keep out, that's a year off your sentence.
There you go, man. That's why you come here, America. Ideas. We got ideas. Well, I tell you what, this country could use some. We got to put some thinking into some of these things. I was just jotting down stuff. So apparently, news stories this week: police departments, and I think this is across the country, are lowering their standards of hiring because of hiring problems. That's going to work out well.
It's a better effort to keep me and you safe.
But here's how far over, like I've passed the Rubicon on this, right? I crossed the Rubicon as far as I almost read that and say, good, because well-trained and competent and, career cops are going to follow orders that say, okay, you can't shoot criminals.
All right.
You can't profile. You can't do it. You start hiring some guys that, they probably didn't get out of high school. They probably been in prison before. They know. Nobody knows.
Somebody smart about them. Bam, it's done.
Nobody knows a thug like a thug. All right, we're almost getting to that point. I'll tell you what, just put them on our team. You'll get to be
good. That's good thinking.
Lower the standards even more.
Maybe if some of the criminals at the border that we send down there to block it do well enough,
give them a badge.
Right?
Why not? Let's replace the Berwick traffic stop. I'm still thinking about you, Berwick. Hope you guys are enjoying that $200-something you got out of me. for doing a few miles above. Well, whatever. Okay.
Look at that, man. Lawbreaker. Breaking the law is breaking the law, dude.
In the words of Judas Priest, breaking the law, breaking the law, da, 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 breaking the law. So, a while back we talked about, and if you don't know who Cat Williams is, everybody look it up. We're not going to get into it again, but Cat Williams did that now infamous interview. That was just one of the biggest, of the year, if ever. And he came out.
The biggest thing in Shannon Sharp's career ever.
Correct.
A Pro Football Hall of Famer, and this one interview eclipsed every bit of attention Shannon Sharp ever got.
No, he claims he made more on that one interview than he did in any year that he was playing pro sports. Now, granted, he was not playing in the era where
he wasn't in today's era where,
but he's talking millions.
Right.
He's talking millions. And I'll take him at his word that he did that because it was such a huge deal. But anyway, Cat Williams, when he was on this podcast, and here's the funny thing, he was talking about stuff. I don't even call myself middle age anymore. I'm like upper middle age. Of course, I felt old since I was 40. So I mean, so
my wife yesterday said, I didn't realize Dave was 18 years younger than you. I said, what? I don't know where'd you get that.
18.
I said, how did we go to college together?
I'm about to say,
wow, but come on.
How did we work at the same radio station, college station, not professional? Yeah, well, okay. Hey, Joey, you go on believing what you believe, babe. That's right. Take that as a compliment. But no, so, I'm an old white guy. I don't know a lot of what he's talking about. Now, I recognize some of the more famous names, but when he comes out and says, I can't do his voice. All truths, all lies will be exposed. All lies will be exposed in 2024. Man, some lies are being exposed, bro. I've never, ever been a fan of Puff, Poof, whatever.
Oh, dude.
Right. I've never been a fan of that guy. And here's why. So I probably wasn't following his music when he was actually making his own music, but I hated this dude from the moment he did the cover on Every Breath You Take, the Sting song.
Say sampled Sting.
And I was like, man, stop. And I don't keep up with any of this stuff.
Yeah,
but
I don't even know if he's still doing music or if he's a producer or just.
I don't know. Apparently he's a billionaire. Now, a lot of people have snuck up and become billionaires that I have no. But anyway. Oh, bro, the stuff that's coming out on this guy. And look, I'm at a point now. Here's what's funny, America. Here's where I'm torn because what's our mantra? What have I been saying since episode 1? They're all lying to you. Lying. Everybody's lying. And yet I believe every freaking thing they're telling me about this guy, about some of this. They're saying he sort of is operating almost like a Jeffrey Epstein kind of situation.
Exactly.
That he threw the biggest parties that everyone went to. And he had cameras in every room there. And apparently he has the goods on a lot of people. Most of the music industry, a lot of actors, a lot of politicians. I saw a clip today somebody pulled out. It was LeBron James on a FaceTime with Puff and somebody saying, no party like a Puff Daddy party. Something like, dude.
You just got to wonder, though, man. People shut up for Jeffrey Epstein. I think, are people going to do the same for him? They said that Usher insinuated some stuff about him a few years back on a Howard Stern episode. Oh,
you go back and watch. Here's what's funny, man. You go back and watch clips now that are coming out. And you're like, oh, and shout out to the poor man. There's a guy that both I have such empathy and sympathy for, and yet still kind of drives me crazy is that Corey Feldman. That poor dude.
He's like the white version of what's the guy we were just talking about, the comedian?
Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Of course, Cat Williams actually has a career and is, he's a multi-million, but poor Corey Feldman, that you go back and you hear his stories now. Dude's been telling the truth for a long time about what happens in what's been happening. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, but here again, here's where I'm at, man. where I don't, but I both, maybe I'm not consistent there. I both totally believe some of these things I'm hearing, but then I'm very skeptical. Like, so my man, Puff, whatever.
P. Diddy.
Okay. Not one, but two mansions raided at the same time.
Same time.
One in Miami, one
And
in,
your boy was trying to get out on his private jet.
but here's the deal. And I kind of do believe this. They were not there to find stuff. They know what's there. They were there to pick stuff up. You don't raid, you will never see that stuff. They happened. Look at them with the whole Epstein thing. You remember?
Yeah.
All his stuff was raided. Have you ever seen any of it?
No, the only thing you ever saw was the picture of the painting of Bill Clinton and
picture
the red high heels.
Prominently, as you walked into this mansion in New York, one of the most expensive properties in all of New York City, the most prominent thing on there is a picture of Bill Clinton wearing a blue dress, smoking a cigar. I think that's what he was doing.
Which to me says, I got you.
Yeah. So
It's just a little reminder.
speculation. But here's what we do know. We do know there were tons of records, and we do know they were confiscated. Has anybody seen anything? Has anybody seen the list? No. And I suspect that's what's going to happen here. Look, man, whenever you can get yourself to a point of what's the word I'm looking for? Mutually assured destruction. Secrets stay secret, man. Secrets stay, right? If you got something on everybody,
Something on nobody.
Yeah. But don't you go mess up, Juan.
Yeah, well. Try to keep it straight, man.
I was never at a P. Diddy party, so I can.
Neither me. I don't know that I'd know anybody that was, other than that song you referenced a little while ago. I don't know that if I would hear a P. Diddy song, I would know it
Myself, and that doesn't mean, apparently,
doesn't mean anything. I just, I'm sure some of it was good.
Yep. So now let's talk about the Baltimore Bridge.
The Baltimore Bridge, dude.
That had just happened when we last spoke. Remember? That had happened. I think we had just last week's episode.
Yeah.
It had just happened.
Yeah, a couple hours later.
Yep.
The fact that a bridge can go down that quick.
Oh, that didn't surprise me at all. No.
Me. I cross a bridge every day.
No. That was 100%. It was an older bridge. It was a well-built bridge.
Yeah.
That bridge would have lasted another 100 years. But the way that bridge is designed, there were two major weight-bearing supports.
Yeah, I think on newer bridges, they put some type of barrier around the supports that if something like that were to happen, it would veer the ship from hitting the support.
I don't know if I believe that, because the ship that hit that bridge is the size of us. Dude, that ship was big.
Yeah.
The ship that hit that bridge is bigger than Cut Off, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was big. It's not. So the fact that taking out that piling brings that bridge down, and that's not conspiracy. That happened. You see it happening. There were no explosions. There were no whatever. No. You take that support beam out, that happens. The problem is, how does it happen? How?
Yeah. Now I had lunch with my son yesterday, and he was talking about, who owns the ship, who operates the ship, and the hard turn that ship took to hit the pylon. So I don't know.
Look, what was beautiful about it to me is within 2 hours, 3 hours, there's no terrorism here. Like, really? Like, I don't think, have you guys even been on the site yet? I know you haven't looked at the ship. And the amazing thing is there's a black box on the ship, just like planes have a black box.
Right.
You heard about you know what went on with the black box?
Mm-mm.
There's 2 minutes missing.
Oh, well.
2 minutes every. Oddly enough,
it was those 2 minutes.
the 2 minutes directly before striking the bridge. Poof.
Kind of like those Nixon tapes back in the day.
Kind of like the Epstein camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Camera went out. We were watching it, but it was dinner time.
Here's the deal. If we were watching a movie and that was part of the plot line, You'd be like, man, that's the laziest writing I've ever seen. Like an episode of The Sopranos. You'd have been like, right. Come up with a better lie than that, you know? Nope, nope. And we're just, doop, 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 doop.
Well, if you thought your packages from China took long to get to you before.
Man, I don't, and that's the thing people don't realize. And again, man, if you don't pay attention to stuff, I'm serious. Pay attention to me and Juan. You'll get some of your news, on the side, but just don't. Why the price of everything is going to start going up? All the stuff that comes through, not only cross that bridge.
Cars, a lot of stuff come out of a lot of cars come out of that port.
Now here's the deal too, and this is where we are as America. But don't worry, our man Mayor Pete's on it, so that's
bro.
always. Do you ever notice this guy? First of all, he might be the longest running transportation secretary here. Like
the longest running and the most failed.
Man, you look at the stuff that's going on, right? It kind of makes sense. He looks like Alfred P. Newman, whatever. Was it Alfred P. Newman, the Mad magazine?
Yeah, Mad.
Want Me Worry? I mean, like, all right. But I got no doubt. That 50 years ago, 60 years ago, if something like that would happen, dude, next day, they'd be clearing crap out. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like America back in the day would be like, oh no, okay. Hey, whether or not you can build the bridge, of course, hey man, Ron DeSantis would have that bridge built in about a week and a half.
Well, our fearless leader has committed that we're going to pay for that whole baby.
What happens about that too? Like the same thing when I heard that, I'm like, hey, look, okay, that's what idiot politicians say, and they're all idiots, by the way. Even the ones I like, they're all idiots.
How about the owner of the boat pay something for it?
You think? What you think? You think this was an uninsured? Hey, call Morris Bart. Call Morris Bart. I'll bet you Morris Bart can squeeze some dollars out of that ship owner or whatever, the country. But there are all kinds of things, man. Like I think it's an American, or at least to be an American approved captain that has to be. They don't just let foreign operators, or they didn't, steer these massive ships through
I don't know how it is there, but here, at least a significant portion up the Mississippi River, you have to have tugboat pilots escorting those ships in.
Yes. I saw a lot of comments on Facebook from people like, where are the tugboats?
Yeah.
Where are the tugboats? But there you go. But yeah, I said in the past, old America, regardless of what happened, man, you'd be clearing that stuff. They are going to study this crap for the next year. You know this.
Well, it's like when that hotel went down in New Orleans. Yeah, they had bodies in there because they couldn't figure out how to get it down.
Jeez. Come on, America. But, and actually, more important news, I may have to resume my squirrel hunting.
Oh, you got some squirrels out there, man?
Yeah, but here's the deal. Not that they're eating on my house, although I suspect one of them right outside my office gets up there on a piece of metal. I can hear it every now and then. But my wife, I think I talked about this last week. My wife planted some bulbs around the yard. Apparently, one of the and snacking on.
My dad told me that he's had a bunch of hole in his yards and his squirrels digging and trying to find stuff.
Well, they're finding my wife's bulbs. And she's the sweetest person I know, but she
don't mess with her bulbs.
She's about to turn me loose in the front yard. So warning to any neighbors out there, get ready.
Years ago when I had, I think, my first house, I planted bulbs. I planted tulips, which you had to put in the refrigerator for a significant amount of time. And then I was anal and careful. I placed these things, I spaced them out all equally, and I alternated the colors.
Wow.
And then they bloomed. It was great. They were beautiful. And then when the blooms fell off, not too long after, I called the nursery. I said, okay, what do I need to do for the second round of blooms? So I pruned the stem. Oh no, it just blooms once. You freaking kidding me? I spent 6 months on this project. A
Hope
week
you
and a
took
half out of flowers.
hope you took pictures. Exactly. Hope you took pictures. Now, can't you dig them up and
Yeah, yeah, you
they'll
can dig them up and recycle them.
you know what? That's a lot of freaking work, bro.
I know, I know.
That's a lot of freaking work. Um, something to do. So we have a brewery being built down the street from us. I know. Go figure. Uh,
go, go figure that that's on the top of your your list of
right
things.
there on the walk that you can go by and see the alligators. By the way, my wife was riding her bike the other day, and there's an alligator actually on our side of the creek. I've never ever seen that.
Oh,
So
wow.
that I know that's a problem. But they're building
Run your
this.
squirrels over there. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. A massive, nice looking. I can't even fathom how many millions of dollars they're spending on this huge facility. I guess it's gonna have a restaurant. It's got pickleball courts, all this crap. And I'm excited about having it there. That just yeah, it's kind of cool place maybe to go sit around and you know, I can literally walk to go, have a couple beers on a pretty day with my wife. I was 100% fired up about this, and I still am. But I saw something today. One of the features they put out there that made me a little less excited. They put a big freaking playground jungle gym stuff out there.
Oh Lord, see, that's like the place I told you about last week. Great to sit out. The downside of that is, it's people bringing their kids, and it's
Man,
safe for the kids, which means they come out there and sit outside and have their drinks and let their kids go nuts.
bunch of drunk upper 20, lower 30-year-olds and their
Hmm.
feral children
Yep,
running around.
and running around people who don't have little children.
And I feel bad. Even when my kids were young, they were not feral. I did not, man. My
No,
biggest, I was paranoid. I did not want my kids to be the kids that other parents looked at.
right, right, right. Because I used to tell a story. I said, before you have kids, every kid in church is bad. When you have kids, only your kids are bad in church.
We sat behind some people in church on Thursday. Uh, beautiful family, beautiful. I mean, when I say beautiful, not just beautiful big family, but they were all blonde, which is kind of funny
Hmm.
when you see that. Like, oh yeah, genetics matched up here, and relatively young. Okay, so I'm guessing the dad in his suit there, he's probably maybe lower 30s, mid 30s. The wife probably around there. Lovely. They got 5 kids. I'm guessing the oldest is probably 12, give or take. Youngest looks to be about 3. And don't get me wrong, 4 of those 5 kids, man, look, well done, y'all. Well done. The youngest, hey, he's 3. He's 3. Man, it was exhausting
And
for
you got to
me.
figure by the time they get that far down, it's like, yeah, man, I'm tired of doing this.
Oh, I was laughing because both of them and the dad, you could tell the dad is sitting off to the side, and I don't know which kid, probably boy. It was like the oldest was a girl, the other was boys. And again, they were, I mean, applause, well done. Because it was an almost 2-hour mass. It was a long. Okay, so I felt for the 3-year-old, right? When that 3-year-old started getting fidgety and doing whatever, fall asleep, wake up, and all this other stuff. But you could just tell one of the kids went sitting near the dad, and they were in their own little world, man. Like I thought, oh, that's the kid that just wants peace. He probably shares a bedroom at home. He doesn't want to be. He's sitting over here. You got the sister and the older brother trying to take care of the youngest. But I mean, it's exhausting to watch. And I was just like remembering when I was young, and my wife pulled that. Now my wife's a fantastic mom, but man, in church, she was all about church. She's all paying attention. I'd leave church exhausted mentally, physically. I might not have spoken curse words in church, but man, I said them in my head. By the time we get to the car, right, leaving church, I'm sure she's feeling good about everything. My kids are probably feeling good about everything. They're probably tired from crawling on everything, and old dad was exhausted.
See, they don't bring kids in my. I mean, some people do, but like starting at 6 weeks, you can bring kids. They've got like nursery and kids church.
Well, we used to
They
have,
have, like Catholic churches have the cry room
we have
typically.
that. I want to go in there sometimes because you can make noise. All right. No. Yeah, but along the way, and I get it. When we were coming up, okay, we didn't have any, there ain't no You went to church.
Yeah, I
You
can
said, I was
remember
part.
riding the needle like a horse.
Mm-hmm. You just did
Yeah,
that.
my church didn't have a bathroom, much less a cry room.
Ooh, looking back, that's amazing, man. You know, oh, we had
Yeah,
it. You know,
yeah. I remember
it was
going to my.
outside. There was no inside. No. The
There was
church I
none.
went to, there was no inside bathroom. There was a.
We had none. I remember going to a wedding, and it, Joey was with me. We were going to a wedding in Pankerville, and we passed by a convenience store that was the last one you were going to pass by. And I said, "You got to go to the bathroom." And she said, "Why?" I said, "Because there's not a bathroom in church." They said, "You're lying." I said, "No, not not a bathroom, not a water fountain, nothing. You want water? Drink the holy water. That's all you're getting."
There was no. Well, come to think of it, I don't. Yeah, I was always when I was in church though, young. I was an altar boy, so I had privileges, I guess. But there
Yeah,
must have been
yeah.
there must have been a rest. But man, when you're young, you don't need
No,
to pee.
no, but when
You
when you're
got a
older boy, you're
bladder.
going to
You
the
can go
priest's
all
house,
day.
right? I think now there's a little. They bought the house that was some. It was on the side of the church, so but so you've got to leave the building if you got to go to the bathroom now. But,
There you go, America.
yeah, no, wasn't getting out of there.
Well, let's see, man. I think the buffet's out there, Juan. Let me look here. We missed anything with Easter, Puff Daddy, Baltimore Bridge. I
Our holiness,
think we established that one. I think we established, and like I said, those of you that are maybe you can't get out, let's say you're going to be seeing this after Easter, and let's say for whatever reason you didn't make church this past weekend. You got a little bit rubbed off on you.
that's right. You can go to Healing Place Church on Facebook and watch the service that I messed up on camera.
They got 5 freaking cameras. They give it to the one you own that's gonna not follow, bruh.
I'm sitting there thinking how good I am that I could watch TV and run camera at the same time.
Jesus is upstairs laughing at you, man.
Yeah.
There's a lesson in that. Pride comes before the fall. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't think that was a Jesus saying, but
I don't know. It could apply. Could apply.
All right, everybody. We're gonna push the button. Get on out of here. See if any of the stuff stuck to the magical tape up in the sky. If you want to reach us, we ain't hard to find. Oh, I should say that too. Our friend, the pharmacist, reached out.
Robert explained to us that Sudafed is used to make meth.
Sudafed is used to make meth. So there you go.
And for those who didn't watch last week, we weren't sure.
But there you go. Our pharmacist friend reached out and pointed out it is purple, and they do make meth out of it. Now, if you want to reach us for more
Drug advice,
pharmacological advice, this is Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. And if you found
everywhere else,
yeah, man, we even on the iHeart,
bro.
brother, iHeart.
Let me tell you something. The episode that's running now on the thumbnail picture on Facebook, we got Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
And apparently on the ad, I'll have to share that with you. That sparked some debate among some people.
What right?
Yeah. Hate that dude. Oh, I love Bernie. And just
hey, can't we all just get along?
yeah. It's like, hey, bro, stop talking about this. It costing me money. Go watch the video.
We need to start calling ourselves the official podcast of whatever, because I don't know who anybody is. Just of Louisiana, of Cutoff. Dude.
The Bayou.
The official podcast of Dulac. Challenge me on that.
There's probably not another one there.
Meet me outside. Fight me, bro. Fight me. All right. Hey, every week, guys, we tell you, it's not a suggestion, not a hint. We are not subtly implying jack. It is.
It's a freaking mandate.
It's a freaking mandate. Get out there and live your best life. Live your best life. We hope.
This week ought to be easy. You got candy.
Man, you should be amped up this week on sugars. Try not to get the diabetes. I want to say, if you say a prayer before you eat it, like, bless us, O Lord, and please keep the diabetes away from this. I don't know. You may not have known this one. I'm not a priest, but
you're close.
I've been to a lot of church this week.
I think if they allowed women to be priests, your wife would have the calling. She is that blessed.
But then I wouldn't have kids. That would suck.
Well, you know, if it's a woman priest, they let them have kids.
I don't know. We'll take that up.
Talk to the priest tomorrow after mass. Ask him about that.
Even after mass. You kidding me? I'll be coming up on 6-7 hours of church this week. After mass, boom. We're taking it to the parking lot, man. We're out of here. We done been blessed. All right. I think we covered it all, y'all. Hey, everybody.
You got it all, man. I got a burning eye for some reason.
That's the Lord. The Lord reaching down.
Yep. For
You
me making
blaspheming.
that silly female priest joke.
There you go. The Lord reached down and flicked one. There you go. All right, everybody. You'll have a fantastic one. We'll see you next week. Love you, bro.
Back at you, dude. Dude, I had to run in the grocery store the other day because Joey was putting gas in the car at Walmart. And so I ran in the store to buy Diet Dr. Pepper. And I didn't realize how much Diet Dr. Pepper cost. And I told her, I said, you got to back off on this stuff. Yeah, you're drinking too much.
I thought you drank the Diet Dr. Pepper.
I do. But, you know, I'm not backing off.
I just like the fact that you leave your wife pumping gas at a Walmart in Baton Rouge and you go inside to get a drink.
I don't know. That was her idea. So I did. This is how much I drink Dr. Pepper. One of the young guys, when I talk about at church, cameraman from Venezuela, my little buddy. He works in the warehouse for Coca-Cola over here. And he came up to me all excited. He said, "You like coconut?" I said, "Not particularly." Why? He said, "Oh, Dr. Pepper's coming out with a coconut flavor." I said, "Hadn't been announced yet. I thought I was going to get you excited."
You're like a drug addict that your friends are saying, "Hey, bro.
Yeah.
We got some flavored meth coming your way."
It's over. Go home.